Greetings, Leelas and Benders. This is Mad Hatter Patrick. Good news, everyone! It's another Holiday Jam episode, but I feel like I might need to spice up a bit for this one. Excuse me while I get a drink. Oh, I. It's time for another Holiday Jam. Let's all shout hooray! Today we are going green. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's not a birthday party. It's not my birthday too. It originated from Ireland. I'll explain a tradition review. Oh, I. The holiday is covering green. From clothes to the decor. That's what the holiday's known for. But actually, there's more. Like finding lucky shamrocks. At least that's what we think. But folks celebrate it with a feast. And wait starts out with a drink. Oh, I. There is also a legend. At the end of the rainbow, a leprechaun with a pot of gold. If you want it, run and go. The holiday got some parades and a Keeley dance. If you really want to have a good time, come if you get the chance. Oh, I. There are Patrick specials, but there are quite a few. You got Simpsons got mixed up in DuckTales and Care Bears too. But we are going to the future. That's where the tale takes place. It came from a beloved TV show that shows memes at our face. Oh, I. Oh, I. Oh, I. Man, I wonder what would happen if Bender did something like this. It's probably best not to think about it too much. The Luck of the Fryish is the 36th Futurama episode that aired on March 11, 2001. Of course I've heard about Futurama, from the characters to the animation to that unforgettable intro, but I wouldn't say I watched the show a lot. I did saw some of their episodes, like their first Xmas special, some of their multiverse and anthology episodes, and that Slurm Factory one. It's just that I was too focused on Cartoon Network's original shows during that time, and I don't watch Comedy Central that much. But I do know that the show is extremely popular as Matt Groening's other famous works, The Simpsons. Even when the show was over, the Futurama gang still returned with either an upcoming revival series or simply making fun of bringing back Futurama. Now for this episode in particular, it doesn't exactly take place on St. Patrick's Day because the holiday's real date, March 17, is not mentioned. But there have been some confirmation that this is a holiday special. What is it I'm talking about? Well, let me explain the whole story in the episode. The episode begins with a flashback in the year 1974 when the main character Philip J. Fry was born. His older brother Yancey gets yells of him for having his name be Philip, and he tends to copy him to be better than him. We then jump forward to the year 3002 when the whole series takes place. Fry tries to bet his money on horseback and centaur racing, but he has the worst luck ever. When he tries to keep $1 to himself, the wind blew it away up to a telephone wire. He tries to outsmart his bad luck, but he falls off. The show goes back to the flashback where Fry tries to beat his brother at basketball, but his move didn't score him a point, but when Yancey copies him, he gets one. When Fry retrieves the ball, he finds a 7-leaf clover and scores the best basketball shot ever. Back to the present, or future's present, yeah, that gets confusing sometimes. Fry has had it with his bad luck, and he decides to go back to old New York to get his 7-leaf clover back with some help from Leela and Bender. The next flashback shows Fry beating Yancey at breakdancing, and his brother gets yelled at Fry's lucky streak, so Fry runs away from him. The trio explore the remains of old New York where everything's destroyed or mutated because of the radiation. When they finally found Fry's house, another flashback kicks in that Fry decides to hide his lucky clover in a safe place inside the Perfect Club record and vows to come back to it if he ever needs it again. They found the safe and Bender helped unlock it, but the clover is nowhere to be found inside the record, and Fry suspects that Yancey stole it. As they return home, they found a statue that looks just like Yancey named Philip J. Fry, the first person on Mars, who happens to wear the 7-leaf clover on him. This infuriates the real Fry because he believed Yancey stole his name and dreamed of being the first man on Mars. Back at the Express, Professor Farnsworth looked up a biography video about Philip J. Fry as a millionaire, rock star, and first man on Mars, and his dead body is located in Orbiting Meadows National Cemetery. This of course leads to Fry, Leela, and Bender going grave robbing to get Fry's clover back, but it turns out he's right about the stolen clover because another flashback comes in with Yancey unlocking the safe using flammable Play-Doh, or don't! And he found the clover while finding music for his wedding. They found the grave and Leela and Bender start digging while Fry rants at the tombstone of being nothing but a lie. However, he found something covered in moss at the bottom of the person's name. Here lies Philip J. Fry, named for his uncle, to carry on his spirit. It's revealed in the final flashback Yancey had a baby while Fry was cryogenically frozen and decided to name him after his brother to honor him and give him the 7-leaf clover to his newborn child, thus making Fry's nephew successful in the future. Bender found the clover, but Leela noticed that Fry was feeling emotional, so they gave him some space. But Fry decided to give the clover back to his deceased nephew as he released tears of joy that his brother had loved and missed him. Now, as I mentioned before, this episode does not really take place on St. Patrick's Day, but it doesn't have to. The entire plotline is about Fry trying to get his 7-leaf clover back, and to its credit, this is an inventive idea. Of course, we know if you find a 4-leaf clover, you might receive good luck, but imagine it has 7 leaves on it that gives you extraordinary luck. And it does make sense since 7 is commonly known as a lucky number. The clover shows how powerful it can be, like Fry's breakdancing, and especially when his nephew did all the things his own uncle wished he could do. As a Futurama episode, it does present some interesting, funny, and creative interpretations of the future. There are so many funny things that occurs in the horseback scene. First off, I can't believe Bender actually drugged the horses with an injection so he can cheat to win. Second, I find it hilarious that the Senators are whipping themselves to run faster, and I'm asking myself, why are they even doing this? But my favorite joke from the episode is when they found Fry's old home all messed up, but when they flashed back, it always looked like that. But jokes aside, the episode does hint at what happened in New York while Fry was cryogenically frozen, and we get to see more what Fry's life and family was like before he went into the future. And you do sympathize with him what he went through. It was not cool that his brother keeps copying his moves and life, so you do understand why he's mad at Yancey. Remember when people noticed the story comparison between the movie Pixels and another Futurama episode involving video games? That's the Fry rivalry in a nutshell, except the latter did it first and it was more successful. But when we found out that he had a nephew, it not only showed his brother did care about him, but his nephew, Philip II, fulfilled Fry's legacy and did all of the dreams he always wanted to do. That's what makes Philip J. Fry the first really lucky, even without his 7-leaf clover. One interesting fact about the episode that this was inspired by the 1974 film The Godfather Part 2, where there are 2 stories set in different timelines to help connect this entire plotline on finding the lucky clover. The only issue I would have with the episode is that maybe they should build up more on Yancey and Fry having a good brother relationship. Like have Yancey apologize for copying Fry, or have another conversation with the dad about being a responsible brother. You can still add in some jokes, but still connect the plot. However, I did like the scene when he kept his brother's drawing, which is a touching moment that he really does miss Fry. Plus, we never found out if he actually used the clover for luck before he gave it to Philip II. But that's not all. The episode had been considered by many Futurama fans to be one of the best episodes of the series. The writer Rob Weiner won an Annie Award for Outstanding Individual Achievement for writing an animated television production in 2001. IGN placed it at number 11 on the top 25 Futurama episodes in 2006. And in 2013, it came at number 3 on Comedy Central's Futurama Fanorama. Fry is luckier than the Luck anime movie. The Luck of the Fryish is an amazing St. Patrick's Day episode without taking place around the holiday. It's hilarious, imaginative, and surprisingly emotional. If you love Futurama, then this is an episode worth watching again, and if you haven't seen the show that much, the episode still works on its own. With plenty of funny references, slapstick, along with a powerful tone. Whatever future lies ahead for the Futurama franchise, this episode, along with every other episode, will still carry on the show's spirit. How lucky can it get? On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it 9 The Breakfast Club record discs. I'm Matt Harry Patrick. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to watch programs on the What If machine. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, check out these other videos, or feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming reviews and other projects. I'll see you soon.